Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Leaderna, and you're watching Verona Breaking News. Today, our top story covers the heartbreaking and shocking tragedy that has shaken the entire city. We have two young lovers, Romeo and Juliet Capulet, that have been found dead inside the Capulet family tomb. Their death marked the end of a bitter fraud between two powerful families that has divided Verona for generations. But today, we've learned that they were not the only victims of this devastating chain of events. Count Paris, who was said to marry Juliet, was also found dead near the Capulet family tomb. According to eyewitnesses' reports, Paris encountered Romeo at the tomb as well and mistaken Romeo's intentions, then confronted him. What followed was a brief but deadly fight that ended with Paris killed by Romeo. Overcome by guilt and sorrow, Romeo carried Paris' body into the tomb as a final act of respect before turning his attention to Juliet, who appeared lifeless after drinking a powerful sleeping potion arranged by Frère Laurent. Believing that his beloved was truly gone, Romeo spoke his final words beside her, kissed her one last time, and drank the poison and dying instantly at her side. Moments later, Juliet awoke to find Romeo's cold body. In a moment of unbearable despair, she took his dagger and ended her own life as well. A tragic ending to what began as a story of love and hope. For more details on the scene and how this tragedy unfolded, let's go live to our correspondent, Makara, reporting from outside the Capulet tomb.
I am Makara, reporting from Veronica. Today's news is about the love young story of two teenagers who turned into a heartbreaking tragedy that left everyone in shock. The story begins with a love rival from two families, Norint family and Capulet family.
Thank you, Makara, for that detailed report. Now, to give us a more personal perspective, we also have our interviews. We now speak with our two witnesses who were close to the Capulet household.
And now I am with Mr. Matasha, who claims to be Romeo's personal servant. Hello, Mr. Matasha.
Hello, I am Balthasar. I'm a servant of my master Romeo, and I was also the one who reported the news from Verona to my master that the lady Juliet was dead.
So, Mr. Matasha, could you provide us the details of the story of two of them?
All right. At first, a few days ago, I reported the news from Verona that Lady Juliet was dead, and I also saw her body laid in the Capulet tomb by my own eyes. So I assumed that it's true. So I recorded to my master Romeo, and I didn't know it's all a trick. After hearing about this message, Romeo was broken. He couldn't say anything, just looked at me with pain in his eye. I noticed something's wrong, that he rode straight to the Verona just to see what exactly happened there. So I decided to follow him because I worry about him and I feel something's wrong. When we reached the top, he told me to wait outside, but because I think he's not safe inside alone, I decided to go with him, but he said that I should wait outside. So I listened to him and wait, but unfortunately I fall asleep because of tiredness. And you know what happens next? When I wake up, I think that the world has already ended because the two, my Romeo and Lady Juliet has already gone. And because I saw the poison on his lip, it surely proved that he drank poison to end his life. And about Juliet, after seeing her beloved husband lifeless, she thought that she couldn't live anymore, so she took his dagger to stab herself, and both of them are died suddenly. And yeah, at that time I couldn't say or do anything, just stand there and with helpless. as their love and death are embraced before my eyes.
So, thank you, Mr. Bakatot. We are here with another witness who claimed to be in the scene of the accident as well. So, hello, Father Norint. Could you tell us about the what happened before the incident?
But I was the one who married Juliet and Romeo. I did that because I believe it would end the conflict between the two families, which are the Capulets and the Montagu. So I blessed them for their marriage. Later on that day, Juliet came to my house again because at this time she is forced by her father to marry to Count Paris. But she didn't want to marry Count Paris because she is already married to Romeo. She needed my help again, and I gave her a colorless liquid, which is potion, and it will help her to fall asleep. So everyone will think that she is dead.
May I ask, have you ever faced such a problem of intensity before?
Yes, I have encountered that case before. A few years ago, there was a couple who came to me because they wanted me to marry them, but I refused. So sadly, they decided to end their both lives. So that is why I decided to marry Juliet and Romeo to prevent that severe consequences that could happen for them. If I marry them, they could live happily ever after. Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Father, for your insights experience. I believe you and other would release sooner. Well, from that past, do you think that what is the lesson the viewer should learn from the story?
From my point of view, I would say that every problem has a solution. So you do not have to kill yourself or your lover. You could have alternative options to live and to protect your family reputation rather than kill yourself.
Thank you so much, Father, for your time.
Thank you.
Well, it seems that all of the witnesses answer all the questions, and this is the end of the interview. Thank you.
After listening to our two interviews already, it was truly a devastating scene. Thank you both for sharing your accounts. Now, let's hear from our expert analyst, Chea, who will help us understand the deeper meaning behind these events.
Greeting everyone. Today I'm going to explain the ending of Romeo and Juliet by using two series, psychoanalytic series and Marxism series. From psychoanalytic view, we can see what happened inside Romeo's mind. When Romeo thinks his lover is dead, his head is full of pain and love. He cannot think about anything anymore. His ego becomes weak, and his desire to escape sadness become stronger than his will to live. That's why he decided to drink poison, not because he wanted to die, but because he wanted to die beside Juliet. And also Juliet is a person who wants to live with Romeo, but in that scene, Romeo is dead. So when she woke up, she decided to take the dagger and stab herself. This shows that her emotion is stronger than the reason for her to live. That's why she decided to stab herself. For Paris, his superego controls him. He wants to do the right and follow the rule in society. When he reached to the tomb, he showed respect to Juliet, but when he see Romeo, he doesn't listen to Romeo, and he thinks that Romeo showed disrespect or dishonor to Juliet. That's why his sense of duty make him that he protect Juliet. That's why they are in the fight, and at the end of the fight, Romeo killed Paris. From Marxist view, we can see the tragic ending is not about emotion. It's about the social class. As we know, Montague and Capulet are the richest family in Verona, and both of them cares about their pride, their power, and their status rather than the real happiness. And then they decided to make a family role, and they don't allow their children married with each other. That's why Romeo and Juliet's love is controlled by the family role. And then in the end of the story, Romeo and Juliet were tied in that cases. When both families arrive at that scene, they realize that money and power are useless. The important point in this case is that both families value peace and love are more important than power and money. When we put these two series together, we can see the full meaning in the tragic scene. From a psychoanalysis, show that inner emotion can destroy Romeo and Juliet, and the Marxism show that the social and the family pride also can destroy Romeo and Juliet from outside their mind. This is the end of my part. Thank you.
Thank you, Chea, for that insightful analysis. After listening to all our interviews, our correspondents, and our expert, as Verona mourns the loss of its two young lovers, the Montage and the Capulet families have finally agreed to end their fraud, a peace built upon tragedy. 3 young lives lost, all because love was born in the shadow of hate. As the sun sets over Verona, we are reminded that peace should never come at the price of innocence. May the story reminds us all of the cost of hatred of love. This has been Verona Breaking News. I'm Leaderna. Thank you for watching and have a good day.